and welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII commentary. Last time we got some good stuff from the underwater plane wreck of the Girana, the ship.
The ship.
Yeah. And now I'm going back to Nibelheim to get something that I was dreading getting.
Alright, the piano stuff.
Yep. I had to look this up. The exact controls, buttons. And give me a second. At least you don't have to beat a certain pace.
Yeah.
Like you can just take your time pressing each one.
You're not even pressed to get in the first place.
I know, it's weird looking. But if you play the right song, this happens. A message from someone. In the piano?
No, with the sheet music.
Yeah, but it was in the piano. Oh, and it only opens if you play the exact song. What is this? That one, like, press a certain note and a bomb goes off? Like in Looney Tunes? No, that's not how it is. Press it again. Well, pretty much, this is a message. Also, that's the cure spell. Like, it actually, like, a realistic thing. They kept trying to use a cure, but it's not working. But pretty much, this is a message from the Tifa's trainer, Zegan, I think. Well, we'll see his name in a second. But he sent this message to Tifa, pretty much what's going on with him, because they probably haven't seen each other in a very long time. And he gives us a gift, something that I won't be using for a bit, and I still haven't used it because I need to get the final limit for Tifa. Final Heaven, Tifa's final limit break. Also, it looks like she tries to use all her limits right here, because there's the kick, there's the immediate drive, and then it just stops.
There's a victory animation.
Yeah.
We had a lot of problems trying to record this part. First, my recording program wouldn't record, then Skype constantly crashed when I started calls. Finally got it working.
Yeah.
So it almost makes me not want to just play Fallout 3.
I think it's more. No, he means the commentary recording, not the game recording.
Oh yeah, the game recording was fine.
Yeah, because he wasn't even here when I recorded this.
Yeah.
But this isn't the only reason I came to Nibelheim. We're actually gonna get mouse. Thank you. Go away. But
Learning.
We're gonna actually get a little bit more backstory on who Zack is, because at this point, all we know about Zack is he's somewhat of a friend to Cloud. Yeah, I just edited out the whole backtracking. But if you come back here after you get Cloud back, you get this string of cutscenes. This is pretty much what happened right after Sephiroth got defeated. Pretty much Hojo captured them because they were pretty much like lost consciousness, and he just like starts experimenting on them. Also, it looks like he's a zombie, that person, but he's supposed to be holding food. What the? And owned. Good one, Zack.
That was a smack.
Yeah. And Cloud is now in a very bad state. You remember when Cloud was in his wheelchair and doing those weird movement things?
Oh yeah.
Cloud's pretty much in that kind of state. Maybe not to the same extent, but pretty bad.
Yikes.
Because Hojo injected him with Genova cells and a lot of Mako. Which is why he has like the physical capabilities of a soldier, and would eventually lead to why he was how he was at the beginning of the game. But now, road trip. Woo! Also, yeah, he puts on a soldier uniform for him, something new to wear. So, which also explains why he looks like a member, like Zack. Now, how do you plan on getting to Midgar from a truck?
That is a good
Because
question.
may I remind you, Nibelheim is on the second continent. Midgar is on the first continent, the eastern one. How the hell do you plan on getting across the ocean? Also, not to mention, there's the rivers that you need a vehicle to get past. I'm gonna just say there's a bridge somewhere and just try to give that as an explanation. But other than that, it's not really explained. It's just they somehow, I think it's just skipping it most likely. Also, yeah, Cloud is not out. He's just out of it. And this, I think this is supposed to explain. This scene right here is supposed to try to explain like why Cloud thinks he's a soldier, because he listened to Zack during this trip while he was in this bad state. So his mind thought he was Zack. Hence why for the majority of this game, Cloud thinks he's like was a member of Soldier. This is why I wanted to go out of my way to get this scene, because it's pretty important.
Crunch.
Although I find the Crisis Core does this scene a lot better. Like this series of scenes, especially the next part. A mercenary, yay! And he just wants to be rich. That's what Zack wants, apparently. Also to see his girlfriend too, eventually.
Eventually.
But, well, I'll just say now, if it ain't obvious, Zack had a relationship with Aerith. Because if you might remember, Aerith mentioned that she had a boyfriend that was in Soldier before. And that would be Zack. Now this scene is a scene that's done a lot better in the PSP remake. It actually makes it look more epic. What they do in here makes it kind of silly with how easy a member of Soldier dies. Let's watch. Probably killed one or two guys there. And then... Oh!
Ow.
And now it's overkill, right here.
Alright, we get it.
You know, so many things would have changed if you just killed Cloud right here.
Yep, probably.
In the Crisis Core PSP game, Zack actually goes against like a whole army of Shinra soldiers.
I guess in game standards that could have been an army.
Yeah, well, I guess. But also, Cloud is actually supposed to be somewhere hiding, but they didn't notice him or something. And then Cloud left.
And clipped the sword through Zack's feet.
And then he prayed. Oh my God, did he
pray?
He prayed from this institution.
Okay. Anyway.
And that's how we got the Midgar from there.
Interesting.
Yep. I showed off this again. I did technically show this earlier, but I showed it off again because it's like messages they put on there about what their plan was. Also, I checked if there's anything else here, but there isn't. And again, I think you can read all those, like a lot of, something on each of the bookshelves, but I don't bother. But let's edit our way out of here now, shall we?
Yay.
But again, I'll just say this: you have to go through the entire mansion and everything to get down there and to get out. And I talked to these people, I talked to everyone here because I was like, okay, where the hell do I go now? I totally forgot. Because I don't know if they actually directly mentioned it, but you gotta go to Rocket Town now. So if you're trying to know what Rocket Town was, that was the town that we recruited Sid at originally. The giant rocket that was tilting and would eventually fall on the town. Also, look at that meteor in the sky. It looks so menacing. Oh, I also got a high for a sec.
Menacing?
Now it's a little menacing. Actually, I go to Wutai for a second because I need to buy some stuff. I kept this in because I thought, it would be kind of weird if I just teleported from Wutai, behind the Wutai out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? Yeah, just show off what I buy. I can just buy a lot of ethers because I'm stinking rich.
Yes, you are.
Although, I'm at the point I'm recording, I just finished Disc 2, and I'm ready for when we finish, get up there to the break. I got an item that pretty much makes buying items, like ethers, useless. Because there's something that's broken in the game that's, like, obscenely broken, when I say broken. But we'll get to...
In this game, fix stuff.
Yeah, but I'll get to that in 2 parts from now. But for now, we're heading to Rocket Town for real, Z's. I mean it this time. We are going to Rocket Town.
Yeah.
Come on, there you go. Actually, I don't think I ever went to Rocket Town since we first got Sid.
Yep.
Also, I give Yuffie Hyper even though I realize that I'm gonna have to take someone out of the party event during this anyways, because you need to have Sid in your party during this after a certain point. But,
Jump cut.
yeah, I think I was looking up if there was anything I needed or something. Oh,
Get lost on the way to Rocket City.
oh no. I know what it is. There's gonna be a code I have to use during a section coming up that is possible to mess up. And if you mess up on the section, you lose out on getting one of the huge materia. And I kind of want all the huge materia so I can get a certain summon later. So I think that was me looking up the password to get it ready.
Interesting.
And no, Zach, I'm not like Ted. I don't get lost in the places right in front of me.
I was hoping you would pick up on that.
Only Ted gets lost. Like, where's Dungeon 3? Is it Dungeon 3, I think?
Yeah, it was Dungeon 3.
Yeah.
I just watched highlights of that playthrough, actually.
But, new-ish enemy. Oh, double cut. How I love thee. But these guys aren't anything special. They're pretty much the same guys you fought in Wutai, just I think higher stats, if anything. Also, Cloud's immune to your sleep gas. Oh boy, I'm gonna get sick of this song very soon because I'm gonna have to eventually do the battle arena stuff. Get Omni Slash, and this is the music that plays during that. I mean, it won't be as bad as when I go out of my way to do the Chocobo racing. You know, it's the one thing I've been dreading this entire time playing through this game, and I'm already almost at it. It scares me. Oh no. But I'll get to that when I get to that. We have break games first to do that. For that. But for now, yeah, for this, normal enemies kill relatively easily. Physical attacks will do perfectly. Also, mouse with it. But now, more enemies of general uselessness. I think I showed this one in particular also because new-ish enemy.
New-ish?
Because you see the guy in the back, it's technically just a different version of an enemy we fought before, but...
Didn't we fight this type of thing a long time ago?
Yep, very beginning of the game, actually.
Yep, and that's why it looks familiar.
I say new...
It's the only part of the game I'm familiar with.
I say new-ish mainly because, it's stronger.
Don't hate me for saying that's the only part of the game I'm really familiar with, because it's true.
Well, you said that during the commentary anyways.
Yeah.
Was it the first recording of the first part?
I don't know.
But yeah, I have to have Sid. I don't bother giving anything to Sid because it's only like one battle with Sid. I'm contemplating if I want to give him something, but nah. But yeah, we need to get on this thing and get the huge materia. This huge materia is good. I mean, oh, hi, Rude. But yeah, no semi-boss battle. Rude. And Shinra guards. Nothing special with the Shinra guards, but yeah. I think you can steal another piece of equipment from Rude here. But I could be wrong, because there's only a few fights that you can steal. Oh, Grand Spark. I hate that in a later fight. But... oh, Tifa limit. Use it, Tifa. Be overkill. I think I wait for a Cloud to steal. Because I wanted to check if he has anything. Oh, he has something. So you know what that means. Waiting for me to get it. Be good. Speed it up, obviously.
Yep.
The only thing that's annoying is maybe just his, like, damage can be pretty surprising in... actually, maybe not in this fight, but it's... any member of the Turks by themselves won't be that big of a problem, actually. Oh, yeah, another Zeodric. Which I remind you is a really good piece of armor that has no materia slots. And I think the fight's over now because Tifa does a lot of damage. I think it's over. Yep.
Yep.
This time he actually doesn't run away. For once.
I think it'd be pretty. I think it'd be funny. Is like just the way I thought you see him like going out on one knee. I think it'd be funny if he just like warped out like Mega Man.
That makes no sense. Also, he fell unconscious.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be funny.
Wouldn't make sense. But and a pointless battle, which I don't get why they even put this here. After the fight with Rude, what's the point?
Yeah.
And over. Good job, Sid. You killed something.
Yay.
Although you're still not worthwhile to become a party member in my team. Oh, he didn't disappear. He just fell down. Also, he's alive. Weird. Wait, they're actually gonna launch the rocket? They're gonna go into space? Oh, okay, so they're trying to blow up the meteor. Well, not the meteor, it's meteor. Yeah. It's not a meteor, it's the meteor. So, pretty much, yeah, we're kinda in a bad spot. We're on this thing, it's gonna launch soon. We gotta stop it. Yeah, because Shara took forever to even try to make sure to check and fix the one engine, whatever. Because I highly doubt you remember from when we first came here. But when we got that backstory of Shara and Sid, when Sid wanted to go into space in the first place, and Shara was staying on there near the engines, and didn't leave, and Sid had to cancel it, or else Shara would have died. So that's why he made the joke about the whole 100 years thing. Now Sid's talking about his dream of wanting to go into space and everything. But, so... I don't know what to say. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, Sid is gonna go to space no matter what, even if it's suicide, he just wants to go into space. Wait, Palmer, what are you doing? He launched the fucking rocket already? That ain't good. We're going to. I guess we're going to space.
Yeah.
No countdown. Aww.
Well, that's boring.
Bullshit. There's a countdown right there.
Yep.
Now in '97, this would look good. But man, it's almost 20 years ago.
Yep.
So I think this is the only time this song plays. Or this version at least.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I haven't heard it. Or at least this version I don't think I've heard before. Oh yeah, we're going to space. But this ain't good because we're gonna go right to rocket. Meteor, sorry, not rocket. Rocket is a rocket, it's not the rocket.
Rocket!
We're in space. I like space. But yeah, now we gotta try to do something about this, because we don't want to die, do we?
Yeah.
Kicking it won't work.
Huh. The emergency repair procedure number 1 didn't work. What was emergency repair procedure number 2 again? We normally don't have to default to that, so I kind of forgot.
So Sid's pretty much gonna try to get the escape pods ready, but then we gotta also get the huge materia, which also is in like the side room. I mean, technically you don't have to get the huge materia, but I recommend it. I don't remember the password off by hand. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Maybe I do. I'll wait till we get there. I believe it's select, switch, cancel, which is pretty much in the PS1 version. Circle, square, XX. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. But yeah, you pretty much have you have a certain amount of tries to do this. Like the first time you have no time limit, but after that you have a time limit, and you have to do it before, or else you can't get it. But since I had the password on hand, well, let's just get it on the first try. Ding!
Yay.
Yay! And well, by technicality, it's not impossible. It's just you'd be the luckiest man alive if you got it on the first try.
Yep.
But now with that, now we gotta get out of here. Plus, we die. And it's kind of annoying to take like just a pathway to get all the way there, and it's nothing special here. Okay, well, I think just a bit further and oh crap. Wait, Shara's here? What is she doing here? I thought she was done.
I've come to help.
But we're in space. How the hell are you here? But Sid's stuck. And
Well, it would help if you were both lifting from the same side.
yeah, actually, if you're lifting it from the way you are, it's gonna squish Sid's legs.
Yeah. They're really not thinking right now.
So Sid realizes that the tank that just blew up is the tank that Shara was looking on, like trying to get fixing when he first went on the rocket. So Shara was right in that something would go wrong with it. So take that, Sid. No more abusing her. But now, pretty much, we're getting to escape pods to finally get out of here. Does it fly? I don't know. But does it blend?
That is the question.
That is the most important question. And now we're stuck in... Now we get this... At least the escape pod works, actually. Because they never... How do they test that? How do you test an escape pod to make sure it works in space without going to space?
You just launch it into place on the ground. Bonk.
Ooh, pretty. And over there, you can see the sun. And over there, you can see Jupiter. And over there, you can see...
Stars.
And over there, you can see Dr. Eggman's intergalactic theme park.
And there's the Ark.
And there's the Ark.
Violet is just flying around in space.
Yeah. And there's the Master Emerald.
What?
What's the joke up there?
I was always wondering where that ended up.
And there's the Angel
No, the Master Emerald was still out in space and Angel Island was still floating.
Yeah. There's the time meter. But yeah, pretty much what's going like, so the rocket still hit the meteor because we couldn't change the course. So maybe if we're lucky, we just save the day that way and set off. Wait, even if we did destroy that, wouldn't set off just summon another meteor?
That's a good question.
I just realized that. What Sephiroth has enough power that he should be able to make down a meteor. Either way, it doesn't work. Fuck.
Well,
we tried. What do we do? There's nothing we can do.
I don't know.
Because the huge materia didn't work. Actually, why the hell were we collecting the huge materia? Just so Shinra doesn't have it?
I don't know, I guess.
That makes no sense. Like, why do we want it? I know why we don't want Shinra to use it, but why do we want it?
So wait a second, why is the back end of the meteor all blown up?
Because that was the rocket.
Yeah, but it went straight for it. Why is the back blown up?
Because maybe it spins, maybe?
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe the rocket hit it, which made it rotate. And now it's facing the other way. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure some logical reason.
And then again, we shouldn't be putting logic into this.
And now, well, what the hell do we do? We're kind of fucked up now. Because, what do we do? There's nothing we can do. We got all the huge materia. And the meteor is still coming, and Sephiroth's base is still protected. But thanks to something I think Cloud's about to realize, or Sid, there's something we've been kinda forgetting about. I don't think we can learn it exactly now, but we're going to... Wait, what part is this? We don't know... Okay. Next part, we're gonna pretty much be saying something that's very quick. It's gonna be like, near the beginning part anyways. That... What's one thing that we haven't found an answer? Why someone did something? Like, there's one thing one character did that we still don't know why. And it's kind of important that we should find that out why exactly that person did what they did. But we won't till next time.
I thought that was like the audio just cut out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's like,
I was in the game. I was in the game.
okay, because I was expecting like a giant face force scene.
Did you forget Bugenhagen? Oh right, Bugenhagen. Let's go see Bugenhagen.
What is this noise?
That's the live stream.
Is that what it was? Sounds like some sort of whale or something. It reminds me of Echo the Dolphin for some reason.
Giant space whale.
Sure.
But
I know none of your kin. Maybe big black will help you.
But yeah, as I said, next time we're going to Cosmo Canyon to get Bugenhagen. I love saying the name.
I regret what I said.
I know.
You heard it. You didn't even fucking say anything, you jerk.
I heard it, but I was in the middle. I didn't feel like putting it up unless you brought it up yourself. But anyways, actually, I was kind of wrong. We do one thing before that, but.
Well, if I didn't mention it, someone in the comments would have. Or actually, maybe they wouldn't. Nobody's really talking to us.
Yeah, except for that one guy on Mega Man Part the finale, Mega Man 2 finale.
But that I don't like that one.
Yeah, next time.
that was the shit posting.
Yeah, but next time we'll be actually going back to the what is it called? The place of the digging to get a certain key item, so we can go back to Midgar actually for a very quick visit. But see you then.